Guys, welcome back to another episode here on the channel. Today's a very special episode because doing a bit of a few farm works here at the farm, so hope you guys do enjoy it. We also brought some food, so there's going to be a food portion included because we all know how much you guys love food. So me, Uncle, Siav and Wati are here at the farm, and we've got a lot of taamu to plant, but also taro, and then after that we'll finish off probably towards midday or towards the end of the day with some food. So stay tuned, guys. Do grab a seat, enjoy the enjoy the episode. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and again, just want to say thank you guys for tuning in. I really do appreciate the support. But yeah, let's get into it. Remember that we do have a house now here at the cattle farm, so one of the main things, or the main reason why we did it here, is because we will be trying to sleep here. You know, in the previous years that we've been doing plantations, we hardly slept here because the house was just so close, but because of a lot of the feral pigs and wild pigs that have been destroying plantations here in our area, we thought it might as well make an investment to ensure that, which is the house, to ensure that every time we plant, we can get the most out of our investment, especially with taro and stuff. So as you guys saw, that we've got a lot of stuff we brought over, and that's just because we were going to spend possibly the whole day here and slowly move in into living here. So looking forward to that, but not at night, not yet at night, but we'll get there. Alright fans, so we've brought most of the stuff here. You guys see they've also got the power, solar power generator recharging now while we have sunlight, and that's to ensure that the episode doesn't die because the battery for the phone's finished. So we'll let that charge, and then we'll check back afterwards. But I need to get started on some of the taamu and start planting it around the plantation. But I think there's a dedicated plot for it to be planted, but if not, then we'll just plant it in and around the farm. I can see that it's all over there, so you'll see the taamu planting material hanging on the fence. So looks like it's hanging over there. Most of it's over there, so we'll get it and bring it back somewhere here. Okay, so change of plans. We'll leave the taamu to plant later, but we'll just set up, just start clear some things around here so that we can do our umu later on, and then we'll get to planting later on today. Alright, so I've just cleared up this immediate bit here, taking off some of the taro, so we've placed it over there. We'll use the leaves later, but this is good because it's quite near to the house, and plus the sun's coming in, so eventually we'll extend the house. Alright. So I've got the taro leaves here for ngai whaikau. See how it coming? It's just about to pop in soon. There we go. We've got the taro here for the taro planting material, that I'll just pop in somewhere in the back here, in the front here or the back here. I saw some nice woolies, so probably use that too. Right, kako se ishuki kako plant the tiapula, and then we'll probably go get some coconuts and the taamu, we can start planting it towards the fiafi evening, but we'll just sort this out as food is always important. It's okay. Over there coming with his lango for the umu. While I go plant the teapole just in the back here. So just finished planting the tiapula there from where we relocated them. So we're gonna probably go get some coconuts, just like 5 or 6. Yeah, just so we can get some coconuts, and we'll bring it here. So I've already got my coconuts here. Just going to use the oso to take them, and then we'll head back to the house. Team, so we're now going to take the taamu planting material. I was there just grabbing some more coconuts. Uncle's over there, but we'll just try and take as much as we can from here to the other side where we're planting. Alright, I guess that's a good start. Let's go. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 julep. Pop, 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 pop.
Alright guys, so I thought I might as well just start talking from this point onwards because we were so focused with Tomu. So this, in case anyone was wondering, where did this pig come from? Well, let's just say, there was a usual sign I see in some of those American movies that trespassers will be shot. So let's just say this guy was a trespasser, and yeah, that was the result. So because it was quite a large pig, the dogs took took most of the pig, and what we could salvage, we actually stored on ice at home. So this was actually caught about a couple of weeks back, and then we thought, you know what, we'll bring it to the plantation, and maybe we can use it for the umu today. So initially we're going to do a saka, but then we went with the umu. So you can see Watsi there just breaking it up with the top part of the jaw and the bottom part, and one of the favorite things to eat with the pork, the pig head, is the auvailalo. So this is one of the legs as well. And we were just putting it on the fire to burn off most of the skin and then scrape it off so it's nice and crispy when it's time to eat. Uncle they're just finishing off with the luau. And yeah, so it was really good. We've actually come to enjoy this Saturday. It was just a different feeling when you do the umu at the cattle farm and the plantation, with the view of the taro. And I guess that sort of helps later on down the line deter most of these pigs when we're able to cook there, because the smell actually travels downwind and deters the pigs from there. So I think during when this was finished, we actually gave the top part of the head, the jaw there, for the dogs, and the bottom one was the one we ate, and along with the other pieces of the pork, the pig there. So yeah, really good. So I'll let you guys enjoy that, and then I'll join back in probably in the next few minutes when it's time for the umu to be baked, or kamila kaulum. Alright fam, welcome back. If you notice there, we've actually got a bit of a tarpaulin going up, and this was a last minute ditch to save the umu because a little bit of a cloud was coming through, and we noticed that it was probably going to rain. So we went and took off one of the tarpaulins that was around the fale, and then we just brought it on this side to cover up the umu. So it's now time to bake the umu, and yeah, just taking off most of the unburnt the bulu, the coconut husks, and the fafi. Trying to clear that all off before we get started, and then we spread out the rocks. So usually it's the big rocks on the outside, and then the smaller and medium ones on the inside. So on the umu for today, we've got the taro, some breadfruit, we've got the pua'a, and also we had a fish head that was in the fridge that we also brought over, so that was there. A bit of chicken. The chicken we were supposed to do for the saka, we were just going to boil it in water, so we thought might as well throw it on the umu. And the faspoa and luau, so lots of stuff to eat, and yeah, really looking forward to eating that. After that, we just chilled around with Uncle, and just telling stories about how Uncle used to, and his dad and mom used to live here at the farm back in the days. And just listening to it, it sort of put things in perspective, how lucky our generation is, because he said when they used to live on the farm back then, him and his dad would always in the mornings walk all the way to the main road with a knife to clear the road, and then usually his school uniforms would be wet, and then they'd leave the sapelu somewhere, so that after school they come back and walk all the way back to the house. And it'll be usually when they get home, one closing up to the plantation, because they were living in the plantation back then, and how the smell of koko Samoa, from his mom roasting the beans, the cocoa beans, would be in the air. So, and how back then all this area was actually quite filled with plantations, and other families were also, but now it's just, large trees and all these stuff. So yeah, it's really put things in perspective for me as well, and Siave and also Wati. Then sometimes, we think we've got it hard, but the older generation got it hard, and it's something to be grateful of. So yeah, the umu's there now finished, and I'll let you guys enjoy that. So there's some of the luau on top. The dogs really wanted to have a go at the faspoa because it smelled real good. One of the things we actually noticed how was that during the whole preparation we saw just not that many flies, and as soon as like all langi lango, so it just popped out of nowhere. And what made it even worse was the fish that we were the fish head that we baked. Just saw all of these flies just come out of nowhere. But yeah, I'll let you guys enjoy this, and then we'll come back. So that's our spread for today, and there's the fish head that I was talking to you guys about. I think it was skipjack tuna, and yeah, very hungry. So straight into first was my luau. First of all, I just want to say, before anyone jumps in the comment talking about my dirty hands, I've cleaned it to the best that I can, and yeah, that's the best that I can go. And plus, if you see the next episode, and the next couple of episodes that might come out, and I'm still alive, which just goes to show that you can probably get away with just a few dirt on your hands. So everyone relax. But yeah, the food was really good. The luau was really hot. My usual thing to do is get a piece. I love having fish in my luau. The only thing missing was a bit of lemon to squeeze inside, but man, it was so good. And getting a bit of that faspua to go with my luau. So yeah, so you guys see there the chicken in the background there. That was one of the chickens that we also did. So I'm just going to enjoy my food. Really good, guys. And you know, there was one thing Uncle mentioned was that umu just hits different when you're at the plantation compared to here at home. And I can vouch for that because this umu, for some reason, tasted absolutely awesome. And especially after some of the work that we were doing in the morning on the farm, just to have this umu to finish off the day was next level. So yeah, really good. And it tasted really awesome. Singa vaiki polola. I had a joke with Siave. If he could just go down to one of the trees and see if it had some Coke cans on it. So it may sing a Coke, but yeah, it would have been nice to have some lemonade. Yeah, so enjoy, guys. And oh, look at that faspua. I think it was a faspua. It might have been a chicken, but it was so good. So good. And as all good things must come to an end, our day at the plantation came to an end after about 2.5 hours of sleeping after that food coma. So me, Uncle, and Wati and Siave headed off back to the car. But first we had to plant the sugar cane that we removed from the house, and that sugar cane will help us make our silage. So we planted it in our plot still with the taro. One interesting thing was that we actually saw we heard the plane but could never see it. And then just upon looking, we actually saw it must have been the Qantas flight that usually comes from Brisbane. So big shout out to all our viewers in Brisbane, but Australia in general and around the world, New Zealand and America. After that, we just some small things to burn off, and then yeah, headed back home, finishing off a very great day. Also the leftovers from our umu we used for our Sunday tōnai. So all in all, I think we had a very successful Saturday at the farm, and hope you guys enjoyed it. Alright guys, finally about to end the episode. I do apologize. It is Sunday morning at the moment, and I just realized I hadn't ended the episode yesterday. We were too full from the Mokmanga, and yeah, as a result, we just got home and then crashed one episode. So hope you guys have enjoyed the content. We're looking to do more of this cooking at the farm, only because it's a lot more convenient for us to cook there and eat rather than come here, eat, and then go back to the farm on Saturday. So yeah, I hope you guys have enjoyed the content. Be sure to like, comment, subscribe, share our channel, guys. We'll definitely catch you on our next episode, but until then, God bless, take care, stay safe. We'll see you guys soon.